Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So, in this audio/video, I wanted to talk about, do you have a trick mentality? All right. So, what do we mean by a trick mentality, or what is tricking? For those who don't know, that's basically a dude who feels he needs to put up some money in order to get women or attract women. So, a dude, he'll buy a woman a whole bunch of shit. He'll be, putting out a whole bunch of money to do this and do that. So, he feels like he needs to, do a whole bunch of extra shit in order to get money. You always hear the saying, it ain't tricking if you got it. You understand? But that's just a rationalization for dudes who trick. You understand? Because they don't want to seem like they're tricking. But, they are tricking. So even if you do got it and you are giving it to the chick, you're still tricking, right? But when we talk about a trick mentality, right? Basically, it's more so talking about, if you're the type of guy who feels like you need to do extra shit and put out extra stuff in order to get women, or put up a whole bunch of money to get women, like that's like your thought process, like, oh, I need some paper, I need some car, a nice fancy car, or I need to be a high a high status guy in order to get girls. You understand what I'm saying? So if I'm not some dude who has a whole bunch of money and a whole bunch of status and all this fancy shit, then I'm not going to get girls, or they feel like they need to get those things in order to get women, right? Now, that's not to say that women aren't going to be, into guys who have money and into guys who have fancy cars and into guys who, have status and all that other stuff. You understand? We're not saying that, women aren't going to be into those things. But what we're saying is that when you have that mentality, right? What it does is that you're basically telling yourself that unless you get these things, women are not going to be into you. You understand? So now, if you have a lot of money and you have a nice car and you got this and you got that going for yourself, that's cool. You understand what I'm saying? And that could be looked at as a bonus, like, okay, I got all this cool shit or whatever. But the thing is that if you're using that, as a thing to sort of attract women, or thinking that, well, I can't attract women unless I get all these things, right? You have a trick mentality. Because basically what you're saying to yourself is you're saying that you're not enough. You understand? You're saying that you're not enough to get women. And also what you're saying is that women are basically better than you. You understand? Or above you. Right? So you're basically saying, well, I need to get more shit to live up to this woman, to be on the same playing field with this woman as far as attraction goes. You understand what I'm saying? So when you have that mentality, that's basically what you're saying to yourself. You're saying that you are not enough. You're not good enough. You got to get extra shit in order for this woman to want to fuck with you, period. You understand what I'm saying? And so this is why, I tell guys, look, you can't have that mentality if you're really trying to be the type of guy who can attract women. Because this is the thing. Let's say even if you do get the money or the cars or whatever, or have that sort of status, right? All that shit can go away. And then when all that stuff goes away, when let's say you don't have as much money as you once had, let's say you can't afford to have that car anymore, and you ain't got that status anymore, right? Then it's like, oh, well, I guess I can't get girls because I don't have all this shit. You understand? But you were, thinking that you needed to have all that stuff to make it happen with women, right? And see, also, you got to understand, like, what it does psychologically to you when you have this sort of trick mentality, right? And, basically, like I was saying, you're saying to yourself, you're not enough, and you're saying that the woman is above you, and you need more things to attract these women. And you got to think about this. You got to say, okay, what does a woman have to do to attract a guy, right? What are women generally doing to get a guy interested in them, right? Just on the front end, just like going on a date, having sex, whatever, right? So you think about it and you're like, okay, well, all women are doing is they're, putting on something tight and, wearing some makeup, and that's it. Right? So if you compare it, you're like, okay, well, women are just, dressing up nice. And me as a man, what I have to do to attract them, not only do I have to, I gotta look nice and dress nice, but I gotta also have money. Then I gotta also have this fancy car. I gotta also have this status. You understand what I'm saying? So you're saying to yourself, well, I gotta do extra shit in comparison to this woman. All this woman gotta do is just basically be there, but I gotta do something extra. You understand what I'm saying? I gotta do more shit because I ain't shit, so I gotta do more shit. Because if I was shit, if I was actually a person who was attractive, I wouldn't need to do all of this stuff, right? But since I'm not attractive, I need all this extra stuff in order to be attractive. You see what you're basically saying to yourself? And this is why guys who, have this mentality or think this way can't attract women, because they don't have any confidence. They're insecure, which is why they feel they need all these things in order to get women. Right? And so the thing is, a lot of times guys, they even think that, okay, well, but if I have a lot of money and if I have, status and fancy cars and all that other stuff, then it's going to be easier for me to, get chicks. Right? Now, depending on the specific situation, right, it could be easier for you to, get some gold digger type of chicks who's just trying to, get your money and all that other stuff. You understand what I'm saying? And if you have some game about you, you should be able to smash those chicks without even, giving them any paper or whatever. You understand? But at the end of the day, it's still, even within those situations, there still has to be game that's applied to those situations. Because I always use this example of, if, I walked into a spot and it's like me and, two other guys, and let's say the two other guys are millionaires, right? They're not famous enough, and they're just millionaires. They got mad fucking money, right? What is that literally doing for them as we're up in the spot with a whole bunch of women, right? The women don't know that they're rich. You understand what I'm saying? The women don't know who these guys are. So the guys are still going to have to go up and talk and approach and have a conversation and do all that other crazy shit. You understand what I'm saying? So, the thing is that just you automatically having that money or, and having all that fancy shit doesn't automatically mean you're just getting pussy. You understand what I'm saying? Unless you would have to do something extravagant and crazy, like you come into the spot, you tell the DJ, yo, tell everybody in here, I'm paying for everybody's drinks, and I own this and this company, and I got mad paper and yada, yada, yada. And then maybe some chicks will, look your way and make the shit pop. You understand? But again, you're always going to be insecure because you know that the only reason why you're even getting any type of play is because of all that other external shit. So if you were to lose any of that shit, you're done. You understand what I'm saying? So this is why a lot of the times, guys who are, in those situations where they got money and they got this and they got that, they know they ain't got no game. You understand what I'm saying? And they're always in, constant fear of like the chick basically leaving them if like, shit changes in their situation, or they're scared that another dude who actually has game is going to come in and the chick is going to choose up on him. You understand what I'm saying? Because you having game is a thing that, can't be taken away from you. You understand what I'm saying? And the thing is that if you don't have game and you're just using all these things, basically, you're the type of dude who has that trick mentality. You understand what I'm saying? So if you think, oh, I just gotta get more money, I gotta get more fancy shit, I gotta get more of this, I gotta get more of that, you're basically the dude with the trick mentality. You understand? And so you got to get out of that mentality in order to really know how to actually attract women. You understand what I'm saying? Because you need to be in a situation where no matter what is going on, you have the ability to do that. You understand what I'm saying? Because the thing is that if you're using all that shit as a crutch, when that shit goes away, it's a fucking wrap. You understand what I'm saying? And it's going to be hard for you to sort of, maintain that type of shit in a lot of situations, because you're going to have chicks who they'll fuck with you because you got a lot of money. Let's say you're a dude who has a lot of money. You understand what I'm saying? Let's say you don't even got to be like a millionaire. Let's say you're making like, $250,000, $500,000, something like that a year. And the chick, she don't even really like you. You understand? She's chilling with you because you taking her to fancy things and you're buying her shit or whatever. And, she might fuck with you here and there, but let's say you start to really like this girl and you want this girl to be your girlfriend. What happens a lot in those situations is that since she's never really been feeling you like that, she ends up cheating on you with some nigga who, fucking lives in the projects, who fucks the shit out of her. You understand what I'm saying? Who ain't got no money, but he's, dogging your chick out. And the reason why is because you are the type of dude who she's just sort of using for that for the financial thing or for all that other stuff. You understand what I'm saying? But she's not really into you. You understand what I'm saying? So, you guys got to get out of that trick mentality, because that mentality doesn't do anything to help you in the long run. You understand what I'm saying? Because, yeah, you could use some money and all this other shit to basically make shit pop with a lot of chicks. You understand what I'm saying? Here and there, if you want to do it that way. But again, in the long run, it's not going to really help your game. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of guys out there who have the money and they got status and they got all this other stuff, and they still can't get a girl for nothing. You understand what I'm saying? They can't get this shit popping at all. You understand? And so the thing is that at the end of the day, it's more beneficial for you to understand like what you need to do as far as understanding the game so that you can attract women, period. You understand what I'm saying? Whether you got money or not, whether you got that status or not, whether you got all that fancy shit or not, right? So, understand like, what that trick mentality is, and don't get caught up into that shit, because if you do, the shit is gonna be harder for you in the long run in the game. You feel me? So that's pretty much it. Guys, if you have any more questions, hit me up, click the link below, and I will holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. Click the link below to get your tickets to the Bad Boy Seminar, which is on March 25th, 2017 in New York City in Times Square. Space is limited, so get your tickets today.
Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below to send me a question. If you have a question on dating and relationships, I'll make a video about it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which teaches you 7 easy to follow tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And 3, I want you to click the link under that one to go to Bad Boy Membership, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month.
Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy to follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.